Okay, so this is the probably fourth or fifth time I'm recording this. So let me see if I get it right. I have my little thumbnail on the left side, and I didn't realize it was covering the left menu. So now that I see that, I made the window stronger or smaller. So let's proceed. So what you're looking at now is mission control. On the left side, I've got basic things like inbox, calendar, pipeline, clients like a CRM. And then I have a main navigation and a top navigation. Starting with the main dashboard, this is kind of my quick snapshot of things happening on these other tabs, right? So it lets me know how many projects, how many tasks I have pending for those projects, and then the goals that let me know that I'm actually accomplishing different milestones and getting closer to the end goal of completing that project, right? The executive brief is a quick snapshot of the main stories that happened for that day. So I can, before clicking into my Intel tab, kind of see, what's the most recent news happening. Product ops, I'm going to probably eliminate that at some point. But people task, that tile is for creating a reminder for me, right? So people are always like, hey, can you email me this? Can you text me this? So I literally set that up to do that. And at some point, I'm going to have that completely automated. I'm going to have an agent be able to pull those documents or things from a folder or email and then email them out. So looking forward to that. Then lastly, this last row is basically showing what the agents are doing. So quick snapshot lets me know what they're currently doing, what's in the stream, and then what's open. So below that, I'm a gamer. I love games, right? I decided to create like a 16-bit virtual office that is a visualization. I'm a visual person that shows me all my different agents, what departments they're in, what they do, and what they're currently doing. And on the right side of the office, got a little coffee lounge, some chairs. Then we add a little ping pong table. And then below that, same information, just formatted differently into colored tiles. But below this, now that I'm looking at it, I'm probably going to add something to the point of, or to the fact of determining whether these agents are actually doing what I have tasked them to do, how efficient or proficient they are at doing it. And then I'll assess whether I need to either modify them, update them, or just delete them and start over. All right, so that is dashboard. Moving on, we've got Intel. So Intel pulls in news articles from these different sources, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, etc. And then I asked it to create categories. So that way I can I love reading the news, whether it's geopolitics, technology. I absorb a lot of news. So this is how I chose to set it up to absorb it on my mission control. And then if I want to actually read the article, I can click go deeper and it will create a tab it'll open a new window or tab with that article. All right, moving on, get a little cottonmouth. Projects shows the projects. I can add new project. Clients, again, CRM. Command Center lets me know what the agents are doing. Meetings, lets me know what meetings I have coming up. YouTube is the pipeline for when I have different agents working on content. I've set it up, but I haven't actually started producing content just yet. So yeah, and that's another thing to know. Like, these areas are, changeable. You can come back to them. You can put placeholders. So don't think that you have to have everything figured out up front before you build anything like this. Trading desk. This is actually, I'm going to come to trading desk last. I'm going to start from the back. So API keys. These are the different tools that I use to help me run my mission control. So for instance, the trading desk, I'm pulling in live market data. So I'm using these three APIs right here. For voice and media, if I'm trying to create content, I'm using some of these. So this just gives me an overview snapshot of what is actually being used by OpenClaw. Docs, what is this? These are just different documentation. We have memory. This is like an archive of the things that the different agents are doing. Usage. This was very, very useful and a priority to create this because while it's all fun vibe code and everything, this shit costs money. All right. So we want to know how many tokens we're burning up and what's my average cost of tokens, because I'm using different models, right? So the cost per token for different, or yeah, the cost per token changes depending on the model that you're using. So just know that China has the cheapest models, but they're also not the best, right? So, and you'll notice that and see that in the work that you do or ask them to do. Moving on, we got models. Again, in order to power OpenClaw, I was burning through a lot of tokens. So I was like, all right, we want to get a couple dollars here from Gemini, a couple dollars from Anthropic. I'm going to connect Quinn, which is a Chinese AI. I'm going to connect Kimi. So bought them all to all get utilized. People task. So that's where that pulls information from on that tile on my dashboard. Lexicon, this is helpful because this is a new industry for me. It might be to you too. So this is helpful as you're watching videos or reading articles. People use terminology that you just may not know. And so having this essentially dictionary, I call it the lexicon because I want to be able to add terms to it, right? So terms may not be in the article. I may just come across it watching TV. I want to be able to go to my lexicon, add the term, and then at some point I might even challenge myself and say, hey, send me a prompt so I have to use the word, in a sentence for the week or something. I don't know. Like I said, this is all about having fun, doing whatever comes to your mind. So now the fun part. Let's refresh really quick. Load data. Okay, here we go. So trading desk. So quick background. I was a finance major undergrad. I started buying stocks when I was, 21. Thanks to a refund check. Don't do that, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. I saw, and being a finance major, I saw where that was one of the pathways to becoming financially free, if you will, or at least stable. So trading in the stock market is important to me, and I encourage everybody to do it as well if they can, if you have the time. So anyway, on the trading desk, I've got a watch list of different companies based off of the criteria that I have put into OpenClaw. I'm telling it to give me suggestions on stocks that I can invest in doing momentum trading. So there's this guy who I found a couple months ago, Ross Cameron. He's on YouTube, and he has a great system, and he puts out a lot of great videos as well too. So I'm essentially trying to replicate his system, but also add on to it. So far so good. I'm going to be using a paper account to test these trades before I put real money on it. And then I'm also going to do a couple more updates before I put this on GitHub, because I like people to fork it and add on to it, improve it. Like, let's make money together, y'all. So that's for stocks. Then I have recommendations for Forex, and also have recommendations for options trading as well too. So we're trying to make money in all the markets. And then lastly, we have portfolio intelligence, like on the dashboard. I'm a visual learner. I just wanted to create a digital office that had different agents doing different things, that helped with producing the information that you see above. So that is my mission control. Again, there are people out there. You can go on Twitter, you can go on YouTube, type in mission control. That's how I got started with creating the skeleton of mine and then customize it. And again, you don't have to have everything mapped out all at once. Sometimes it'll put placeholders or tiles up there, and you're like, you know what? I don't need that. I can't even fill that information in. So customize it, have fun with it, and let me know what you think in the comments.